Huh.
So uninteresting.
Okay then.
Oh.
English.
Welcome! You caught us at dinner time, and as you can see, we went to Sushi Roll for dinner. I know we weren't in Japan yet, but we were just craving sushi and thought we'd give Taiwanese Sushi Roll a go. The wait wasn't too long, but unfortunately they also didn't have the gacha.
The red plate is $1.70 apparently in Canadian. I don't recall seeing this in Japan.
We at this point thought this might have been more expensive than Japan, but you'll see later on that when we got to Japan, it turns out all foods were more expensive lately.
Crack sauce. This one was cheap. It's technically cheap.
Now, while there aren't any gacha games, you did have the opportunity to win some free ones after a couple of orders.
I think they only give us hot water because like we have to wait to cool down and then we'll end up eating more. Since it's by plate.
Anyhow, however different it might be from Japan, we had a pretty decent time.
And he's done for the night, so I'm kind of venturing on my own.
The audio kind of got distorted here, so what I was saying is, some of our Taiwanese breakdancer friends mentioned there are some session spots around Taiwan at nighttime, and they told us it was every single night and free for anyone to attend. So I figured I had to check this out. The first one we're checking out, the Expo Dome.
This is right outside the station, but as far as I can tell, these guys are hip-hop. Trying to see if there's any breakers around here. That's my people. There's gotta be breakers somewhere.
The area wasn't too large, but it did require a little bit of trekking to actually see all the session spots. At this moment, my biggest concern was the floor, because this was hard rock.
Not seeing any breakers.
As I got closer and closer, I realized that there were no breakdancers here at all, and furthermore, the floor was even worse as you got closer.
I think I see poppers, hip-hoppers, K-pop dancers, C-pop dancers, everything except for breakers. It's a little disappointing. I guess everyone's new age these days. We go another round.
At this point, I decided to make another round in case I missed any small groups that were on the side. But unfortunately, I didn't. There was simply no breakers this night.
Oh well. There are people who are just doing their own thing. I could do that, I guess. It's just not as fun.
Okay, so this next part, the audio didn't cut out, but they were playing copyrighted music, so we are not gonna do that. Anyhow, what was essentially going on is I was gonna set up my own little camp and just dance a little bit, and while finding a good spot for myself, I was just admiring how diverse of dance styles there were. I mean, clearly right here you can see people were playing with tops, and although it's not necessarily classified as a type of dance, you can see the variety that they have here. It was just so refreshing to see so many dance types hanging out at one spot, practicing their own thing. In Canada, the breakdancers are pretty isolated by themselves. We have our own session spots where it's just breakdancers and nobody else around.
It's kind of nice. There's like a lot of dance styles and everything is really lively. This is like an all-style kind of dance group. It'd be really fun.
Oh, and there's one more unique thing about this dance area.
Oh yeah, it's also very close to the airport, I think.
I thought about hanging out with some of the other poppers.
The biggest issue is breakers usually have a circle of sorts, where if you don't know everybody, you kind of just jump in the circle. It's hard to find in the other groups. Aside from the dance area, this area is kind of nice too. We got all of these bars that are open late.
One more unique thing about this area is that it functions as a restaurant plaza during the daytime. And at nighttime, this means that a lot of these areas are lit up
It's
nicely.
like honestly, it feels like a very safe late night in Waterloo on campus somewhere.
Unsure where to set up, I went to the back.
Floor's not bad. So it's not like super full. But this is the darkest area. If I did want to dance by myself, I think this is probably the best way to go about it. It's just the floor is not as good as the other side. I'll give this a try. I'll throw down a few sets and see how that goes.
Oh.
Without thinking, I threw down a regular set and was quickly brought right back to reality when I realized that not only was I not warmed up, I had asked way too much out of the floor here.
Floor's not great. Yeah, definitely a no. That floor is garbage. The problem is, you don't want to just do that. My hands are leaving indents. This floor's not great. Probably should take another one because I already got a scratch here. That's not fun. I think I do have to. That's the lockers. Let's see if I can borrow some space next to them. Their floor is way better. I don't know if I can actually do much today just because, yeah, it's kind of weird to dance by yourself when you have the only one style. So I'd like to go to lockers now, and I went one more time around everywhere. I think I know why the breakers let me out here anymore. This floor is garbage everywhere. Try a few sets. Probably won't do much outside of that though.
Point, after dancing a little bit, I think I fully understood what the floor was like and decided that it just wasn't the place for breakdancing. Before heading out, I asked the poppers about any other session spots, and they weren't really helpful in that, unfortunately, either. The entire session was kind of disappointing, but I did get to throw down a few sets, I guess, so I was kind of at this point just mentioning how I felt about the floor and the entire area. In summary, the vibes were pretty good of the area, but the floor itself was not breakdance friendly. But that's okay. I knew of one other session spot that I could check out another day.
It is what it is. We'll have to see what happens tomorrow.